both Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley know that they're running out of time to change the trajectory of this race. And as a result, they really savaged each other. You know, we heard Nikki Haley call Ron DeSantis a liar more times than I can remember. She created a new website directing voters and viewers to that website that focused on his dishonesty, as she describes it. And DeSantis fought back, said that Haley is just basically focused on doing the bidding of her donors as opposed to serving the people. So they went after each other viciously, but they also went after Donald Trump in a way that we haven't quite seen before, right? Donald Trump, of course, was not on stage. He was invited, as the moderator Jake Tapper pointed out, but he declined to attend, as he has 6 times before. So both candidates had an opportunity to go after him. For the most part, so far in recent debates, they passed or didn't go super aggressively. That changed a bit tonight, where we heard Nikki Haley say bluntly that Donald Trump lost the election in 2020, which of course is true and might be obvious, but in Republican primary politics, that is not something you hear very often. Ron DeSantis, went after Trump and actually said that he thought Trump would be convicted in one of his criminal trials, and asked openly, what will the Republican Party do? So, aggressive attacks against each other and the president, again, reflecting this idea that these candidates are running out of time to change this race. Donald Trump, of course, is the overwhelming frontrunner. He leads virtually every poll. I was with him in recent days in Iowa, where he's predicting a victory of 30 points or more.
I did say it. So I don't think that was effective, but I think that if you look at Chris, when he was able to do it very
This is the last chance for both of these candidates to connect with Iowa voters. It really is about Iowa. Both of these people need to do well in Iowa to have any chance in New Hampshire and beyond. If Donald Trump wins this opening contest by 30, 40 points, it will be incredibly difficult to stop him. So all along, it's looked like these two candidates are locked in a tight race for second place, and they were looking tonight for momentum to score a strong second. I mean, Ron DeSantis has lived in Iowa for the last 6 months or so. He's gone to every one of the state's 99 counties. He's moved his campaign headquarters here. If he doesn't finish second, he's going to have a real hard time justifying to supporters and donors why he should stay in the race. I mean, Nikki Haley's given herself a little bit more flexibility. She's focused equally on Iowa and New Hampshire, but she would love nothing more than to defeat Ron DeSantis here in Iowa and go into New Hampshire with a real head of steam. Earlier today, just before Chris Christie formally announced his departure from the race, he was caught in an embarrassing moment on a hot mic, talking, really offering his honest assessment of the race. And he actually said that Nikki Haley would, quote, get smoked by Donald Trump in this Republican primary. Not exactly the message that Nikki Haley wanted out there today. At the same time, he also said that Ron DeSantis called him earlier today, something that we've confirmed with both campaigns, and that DeSantis was petrified that Christie might get out in a way that would help Haley. So fascinating dynamics. We have candidates getting out 5 days until voting begins. And again, Donald Trump seems to be in a commanding position, but a lot can change in 5 days. It's quite clear right now that for Ron DeSantis, he's fighting for his very survival as a candidate in Iowa. Again, he's really based his entire campaign here for months. He moved his entire national headquarters here. If he doesn't finish in second place, most of us assume that he will get out the day after the caucus. Now, he's certainly not saying that and might end up sticking around, but he could very well be irrelevant beyond Iowa. I mean, polls in New Hampshire show him in 4th and 5th place. So Nikki Haley clearly has the most to gain right now. She seems to have some momentum, but it's one thing to have momentum on paper. It's another thing running up against Donald Trump, who is essentially an incumbent in this race. So, both candidates have tremendous challenges ahead.
Vamos fazer